Hey, Motorman here. And last Thursday started Biketoberfest over in Daytona. And you know, if you watch my videos on a regular basis, you know I always go over there for Biketoberfest and Bike Week. And I go through Destination Daytona, sometimes the Speedway during Bike Week, and maybe even Main Street. But this time, I had something in the back of my mind, and I wanted to go there Thursday. That's the first day. And I figured, well, it's going to be the least crowded. So I ride over there, and when I get to Destination Daytona, that was going to be my first stop, traffic is backed up for about a mile before the entrance to the place. Of course, it's 80 degrees and dry and breeze blowing. It's a beautiful day, so yeah, there were huge crowds. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, maybe because Destination Daytona usually has a lot of police bikes, I might find a new 2025 Road King. In fact, on their website, I checked it out a couple of weeks ago. I did a Google search and I found there was very few around the country, and only one in Florida that had a Road King was Destination Daytona. They had two listed on the website. I call a guy over there. His name is Mitch. He's no longer there. But I call him and said, hey, I see you got these two Road Kings there. Is that meant for a police agency, or can anybody buy them? And he says, well, I don't know, but I'll give you a call back. Well, he never calls back. I don't think any more about it. But when I get over to Daytona, and by the way, when I get there and I get my camera ready, I got my GoPro out, and I look at it and I realize I had put the batteries in a charger last night and I did not bring any batteries. There's no battery in my GoPro. So everything you see today, except for right now, is filmed on my phone, which I hate to use because sometimes you press video and it gives you photos. Well, you'll see that as we go along. Plus, since I'm not used to holding the phone like that, my fat fingers were in the way a couple of times. But with that said, I get to Destination Daytona. I'm going to make the best of it using the phone. And I figure, well, the first place I'll go is inside the dealership, because usually that's where they keep all the bikes. Sometimes out in front of the dealership, but there's none out in front, so I go inside. And the place looks like a Walmart of Harley Davidson clothing. I mean, they had the entire floor. And if you haven't been there, this is a big place. Everything is filled with clothing and accessories, but no motorcycles. I took a little walk around. I went upstairs. In fact, upstairs, I filmed that. There's some classic bikes that when the new owners, Teddy Morris, took it over, I guess they let them keep these classic motorcycles. They're beautiful. I'm going to show you those. And then I figured, well, I'll go up. By the way, I talked to somebody. They said all the new bikes are up at the pavilion. That's about a quarter mile away. And it's right down through their main thoroughfare for Destination Daytona. So I'm walking up there, ran into a couple of fans, gave out some swag. I actually did video some of the vendors that I thought might be of interest to you and that, well, they interest me. So I'm walking up there, and I get there, and it is a sea of motorcycles. I mean, the place is huge, and the entire area is filled with brand new Harley Davidson motorcycles. So I walk up and down the line of bikes. I don't see a single police bike. So a salesman walks over and he says, what are you looking for, anything in particular? So I explained the situation. I said, you know, since Harley Davidson stopped making the Road King and Electra Guide police bikes, I'd love to get a 2025 Police Road King. And I said, according to your website, you have a couple of them here. Do you know the color? He says, I don't know anything about it, but let me call my boss. So he does that. He calls his boss. He says, yep, we got two of them. I don't know the color, but we got them in a separate building, not too far. So, of course, my wife doesn't know anything about this, that I'm thinking of buying a new bike. So I give her a call. She always has her cell phone with her, but for whatever reason, she doesn't answer the cell phone. I wait a couple of minutes. I call again. Again, nothing. I get the recording. I said, okay, the hell with it. So we get into this separate building, locked door, and it's got a whole bunch of police bikes, all the ones probably that they had listed on their website. And we walk over, and there's two 2025 brand new Road Kings, a black one and a white one. I don't want a white, I want the black. I talk to him for a little bit. We make a deal, and I buy the bike. So I guess you're wondering, did I ever get a hold of my wife and, well, tell her that I bought a new motorcycle? Well, of course I did. I gave her a call. She answered, and I guess it went kind of okay, the phone call. So, I've got a 2025 brand new Road King police bike, the last of the breed, because now, if you don't watch this channel on a regular basis, you won't know that The only police bike Harley is selling now is the Road Glide. It's got the 121 motor. The agency is going to have to pay over 30 grand for him. Anyway, I wanted the last of the real, what I call the real Road Kings. And rumor has it that they're not even going to have a Road King special in 2026. So I wanted one, made a deal, a really good deal. I was happy with it. Didn't pick up the bike, but I'm going to go there Wednesday and pick up the brand new 2025 Police Road King. I'll show you some video of it. In fact, when I go back on Wednesday, I'm going to trailer over there, pick up the bike, bring it back here. I'll take some more video. If you're interested in that anyway, comment below. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you watch this video. It's some interesting stuff in it. And if you ever get a chance to go over to Biketoberfest at Daytona or Bike Week, really you owe it to yourself, especially if you've never been there before, because it's a really great time, and usually the weather is terrific the times that they have Biketoberfest and Bike Week. So that's it for now. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, click that notification bell so every time I come out with a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching.